I did about 8:30. We had officers respond to a report of an armed battery at 13,800 Egret's Nest Drive. When the officers arrived, they came in contact with an armed subject. Gunfire was exchanged, and that individual was shot. Chief Michael Paul is going to give you all the details involving that shooting.
Thank you, Undersheriff. Good evening. Tonight at approximately 27 hours, JSO was dispatched to a 911 call. There were several people in the complex who called 911. One of the individuals who called was a employee of the complex as well. She was reporting that she heard a woman screaming when she walked outside. She saw a woman on the hood of a Tesla, and she was banging on the Tesla. At that point, the woman got off the Tesla, and the suspect then left the apartment complex. He then returned a short time later, and when he returned, the original 911 caller observed him with a gun to his side. So at that point, we had officers arrive at approximately 8:35. They determined that there was a domestic issue going on between these two individuals. They were married. They separated the two parties. They spoke to the female party, who advised that yes, they were having an argument this evening, and that her husband does own firearms. I believe she said that he has 2 firearms. At that point, the officers went to approach the male suspect to determine what his side of the story was. As they approached him, he produced a firearm from his waistband. At that point, both officers fired and struck the suspect. The suspect was taken to a local hospital. Aid was rendered here at the scene, but he has died from his injuries. If y'all give me 1 second, the suspect is Daniel Rodriguez. His date of birth is 5/30/91, and as I said, he is deceased. The officers involved are Jay Roderick, and that's Rodrick. His ID number is 83063. This is his second officer-involved shooting, and he has been with the Sheriff's Office for 6 years. The second officer is Jay Milam, and that's MILAM. His ID number is 86055. It's his first officer-involved shooting, and he has been with the Sheriff's Office for 4 years. This is our first OIS of the year, and the State Attorney's Office is on scene conducting their investigation. Any questions?
Where exactly was he struck?
Torso, I don't know exactly, but somewhere in the torso.
And approximately how many times?
Still investigating that.
So this was the questioning stage between the woman and the suspect whenever he produced the gun?
He produced the gun when the officers approached him to get his side of the story of the domestic dispute.
Okay, but it was established that they were just questioning him, and it's undetermined why he...
Correct. They were approaching him to ask him what happened this evening and why they were in this domestic argument.
Do we know what caused the argument at all?
There was some discussion with the detectives about a history with a possible miscarriage from years ago and things of that nature, but we're still doing interviews and still trying to determine that.